Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome to a subscriber challenge here on the channel against VGKcubs. I will be taking on his ghost ball at TPC Summerlin, which is his home course. This guy is a fantastic player. He does play off the pro clubs. We are on the longest tee set, pin set number 1, and hopefully our conditions are identical. So hole number 1, par 4, playing 412 yards. I've got a 7 mile per hour wind, so just going to aim this down the left hand side and allow that wind to take us all the way back round to the right. It's a fantastic opening swing. Now obviously I've seen what VGKcubs has shot, and I'm going to have to be at the top of my game, guys. I would say an average round for me on normal difficulty courses is a 12 under. That will not be good enough to win this round. We are competing at stroke play. Fairways are firm, greens are firm, so just looking to pitch this short of the flag stick. It's going to move to the left. Not the best of swing lines. Fortunately, the green should start to turn back towards the pin. And if I do recall rightly, the greens are quite tough here at TP Summerlin. Not played this course in a long time. I think it was one of the courses where you had to shoot 10 under par or better to get an achievement. That just dropped. So once I got that after about my third, fourth round here for the platinum, I sickened myself with this course. But hole number 2, par 4, playing 469 yards, stroke index 5. I've got an 8 mile per hour winds in my face. Just looking to send this down the left. Pushed it right. Should be okay though. Spent about 30 minutes in the practice range prior to coming into this round. We did have 2 live online games, guys, but due to everyone in the world currently on the internet at the moment, my wife is currently working from home and uses the internet, my 2 sons, and connecting to America wasn't the best of connections, and every swing was a fast or a slow for me. So I think VGKcubs ended up, we played Stableford, he won both the rounds by 2 points each round, I do think. So this is going to be tough, but take nothing away from him. He played fantastic. And that is a fantastic approach shot. And that should set us up for the simplest of birdies, which we do convert. VJK, beautiful putt there. And we are both 2 under through the first 2 holes. It's a scary thought that I'm going to have to birdie most of these holes. I think I'm only allowed a few pars, but I'm not going to give anything away. Once again, winds, that's a far better swing. This fairway is going to kick to the left. But VJK is from Las Vegas, and this is why this is his home course. This is obviously situated in Summerlin, which is in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I'm just looking to land this once again short of the flag stick. Looks like VJK has went a good bit past the pin. A 7 iron should be plenty to get there. Decent strike, wind should take us round. Is it going to sit down? Look how firm the greens are here. That is a brutal bounce, and with that we're probably going to have about a 15-foot putt. 14 feet, down 3 inches. It's for the eagle though. Oh, VJK just misses out on his eagle. He's going to have the simplest of tap-ins for the birdie. Let's see if I can convert this eagle putt. That looks good. Oh my goodness. How did that not drop? So the 2 of us so close to picking up eagles there. We are going to walk away with a birdie. And what a start to this round from the 2 of us. We are both 3 under. Going toe to toe here as we do move on to hole number 4. Par 4, playing 447 yards. 7 mile per hour wind into her face. 35 feet down. But this course did open 29 years ago, which was 1991. And the championship golf course was designed by Bobby Weed. It hosts the tour's Shriners Hospitals for Children Open, which was formerly the Las Vegas Invitational, which is played in October. So 133 yards, down 10 feet, 8 mile per hour wind. He's went long. Maybe a slight opportunity here. He's 7 yards past the flagstick. if the ghost ball's correct. First laser beam of the round. This should be all over this. Should bounce forward fairly aggressively. And that is a fantastic approach shot. But this course was featured. I do recall playing it in the PS1 version of Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2001. Oh, he's missed his putt. And we do pick up the birdie, so we've got a one-stroke advantage after that missed putt from VGK. But it was added to Tiger Woods' 1999 PGA Tour Golf and PC as part of the Vegas courses expansion pack. So there's the information about the course. Let's focus on the rest of this round. We're 4 under going into this par 3. 7 iron for me, 8 mile per hour wind. Push that slightly to the right. Oh, and with that, that's went extreme right. Wow. So not the best of approach shots from a tee box there. That is going to set up a difficult putt from 13 foot out, down 4 inches. Breaking both ways this one. Needs to turn. Oh, it's another putt. How close was that? So we're back to an all-square game regarding shots taken because VJK dropped his birdie. That's 2 putts we've had that's lipped the cup. How costly could they be? Hole number 6, hardest hole in the course, stroke index 1, playing 412 yards. 8 mile per hour winds here. Not swinging as well as I was in the practice range. Slightly better, didn't push that as far right as we did the previous shot. And there's where the yardage advantage comes in with the master clubs. But I still think the pro clubs have a slight advantage despite the distance over the pro clubs, over the master clubs, because you've got a little bit more room for error with your swing line. Oh, he's zeroed in. He's got about a 6-7 foot putt there for his birdie. I've got to get this close. 93 yards out, up 13 feet, lob wedge with the wind, should be bang on. It's another slight push right. That should be... Oh, what a huge kick there. Once again, a massive kick right. But the two of us do have good birdie opportunities here. VJK doesn't miss from that range, and neither do I. And the two of us march on here. Both 5 under through the first 6 holes. Hole number 7, short par 4, playing 382 yards. We've got a 7 mile per hour wind. Quite a difficult shot here with the Masters. Just hoping that this wind does take us round like it says it's going to. Far better swing line, and that should be absolutely bang on. Probably going to kick over to the right hand side of the fairway here. But I've got a few more games of online match play to pick up in the channel, as well as some course reviews. It's been such a long time since I've challenged a ghost ball. But thank you to everyone who continues to watch the channel, interact, give me likes. So we take on this pitch shot. That should run out well for us and hopefully sit down on the third bounce, just like that. Didn't sit down as quickly as I would have liked, but we can't complain at that. I've probably got about a 4 foot putt. Two of us, simplest of tap-ins for the birdie. And we are both wiping the floor with TPC Summerlin. But I do hope everyone is safe. The UK isn't locked down, as most of you know. I think most of the world now isn't locked down, except Belarus, who are being told to drink whiskey and take saunas. 2 iron, de-lofted into this wind. Beautiful strike. What a fantastic strike. Probably just going to come up a touch short here. Really in between clubs there. Does trickle on well. And that is probably going to be about a 28 foot putt for birdie. 28 foot bang on actually. VJK. Oh, good attempt with his long putt. Breaking both ways here. Just going to favour the left edge. That's got a chance. That should turn back. That should turn back. And there we go. First decent putt of the round. And we do pick up a one-shot advantage once again with par 5. Final hole of this front 9 coming up. Playing 565 yards, stroke index 17. Fairway should kick over to the left here. Just going to allow that wind to take us round. Far better swing line. Hopefully our swing does improve as the round continues. There we go, there's that kick to the right. But once again, we must be out driving VGK by about 20 yards. So 247 yards. I don't see any advantage with a 2 wood there. So clubbing down to the 2 iron. Going to come up short, but it should leave us a flop or a chip shot. Fantastic strike. Looks like this is going to kick all the way over to the right. It does exactly that. Oh, wow. Not the kindest of breaks there. We do have a 12-yard chip shot here. Looks like VGK flopped his up. Fantastic approach shot there. He's going to give himself a tap-in birdie. So the pressure's on me here. One, not only do I know his score, but two, I'm seeing his ghost ball land quicker than mine. And I've came up really short there. Too much chat. Fortunately, it's not the toughest of putts. Do read that well. Despite a horrible putt line, what is going on with my putt line at the moment? And we do go on to the 10th hole with a 1-stroke lead over the man from Las Vegas. Hole number 10, short par 4, 416 yards. 6 mile per hour wind. Just setting us down the left hand side of the fairway. Beautiful swing. And this should take us right up towards the left hand side of this fairway. I would imagine this is going to be nothing more than a lob wedge. 104 yards down 4 feet. Sand wedge it is. The green really turns hard to the right here. Got a slope at our feet is going to take us to the right. Just lofting this up a few touches. We've got a 6 mile per hour wind that should hold us up. Pulled it left, but the green should kick all the way to the right. We shouldn't be at a huge disadvantage here. VJK's played on a fantastic shot and came up way short there. Way short. Lofted that up far too much. He walks away with a birdie. I've got to drain this or we've got an all-square game once again. What an entertaining watch this must be for you guys. I don't think I've allowed enough for the break there. Oh, I have! What a putt! What a putt that is! It's 2 fantastic putts. And I do remain with that 1-shot advantage going into hole number 11. Par 4 playing 445 yards, stroke index 2. This is intense. 7 mile per hour wind in my face. Should just about hold this fairway. That's going to leave us another wedge into this green. 131 yards to the flagstick. 7 mile per hour wind in our face. Just going to de-loft this pitching wedge 2 touches. VJK probably got a long putt here. Probably about a 12-footer. Once again, I've pulled it to the left a little bit, so we're going to be left of the flagstick. Yardage is bang on. And that is a fantastic approach shot. VJK is a guy who's going to need a good putt here. Oh, it looks like he's pulled that off. He has. So 2 of us putting really well when we have to, when we come up short. I'm 10 under. VGKcubs is 9 under, and we are going toe to toe like 2 heavyweights here as we do move on to hole number 12. Par 4. Stroke index 8. I don't think he's put a foot wrong. I can't recall him missing a fairway. I've pushed out right. I think I've jinxed myself here. The wind's grudgingly bringing me back round. Where does the fairway kick? It kicks right. Fortunately, we just have enough fairway to work with there. Not too happy with my swing today at times. So 125 yards out, 6 mile per hour wind. Just going to have to really deal off this gap wedge. Should bounce out aggressively for us. Looks like that green slightly downhill, the slope. Pulled it left again. This should travel well for us. Go on. It's another one that's came up so short.
Okay, 20 feet to the cup.
So I've got a 20-foot putt. VJK taps us in for his birdie. If I don't drop this, it's an all-square game. Assuming I get a par. No. Didn't read that putt as well as I could have. Decent attempt though. And I do pick up the par, and we were both 10 under. You couldn't write this up. Honestly, you just could not make this up. What a fantastic round of golf from the two of us. Hole 13, long par 5, playing 595 yards. But this is a really nice course, by the way. There's a far better swing line. Hopefully I see more of them. Just took on a little bit too much of that fairway. But we should be reaching this almost in 2, I would imagine, with this wind behind us yet. I can't see VJK reaching this in 2 with the pro clubs. This should just land on the fringe of the green, maybe short, and hopefully kick up towards the flagstick, giving us an eagle opportunity. This is tracking well. Is it going to sit down? Go on, sit down any time now. It's went a little bit long. We are going to have an eagle opportunity. We just missed out on an eagle. I think it was hole number 2, was it? Hole 2 or 3. VGK chips on. He's going to be guaranteed his birdie to move to 11 under. Tough putt. Greens are really tough here. Needs to turn. Needs to turn. And what a fantastic putt that is, guys. We've had 2 or 3 really good putts. And we do once again pick up that 1-shot lead. We're 12 under. VJK from Las Vegas is 11 under. He's went a little bit long there. Could be a window of opportunity here. I'm just going to deal off this 9-iron. 158 yards, down 11 feet, 5 mile per hour wind. Should move us to the right as well. It's a fantastic strike. I like the way this is tracking. I really do. This should kick out well for me. Oh, what must have just caught an uphill slope. That ball just died a death. Every other ball's really kicked out firmly. But as you can see with the uphill putt, we did land on a slope. So this is going to turn mildly to the left. Should start to turn. This looks good. It's another good birdie putt. Despite coming up short, we've picked up some really good putts today. And we remain... Oh, I was going to say remain 1-shot lead. It's a 2-shot lead now. I'm 13 under. VJK is only 11 under. I just assumed he got a birdie there. Hole 15. Oh, 2 wood for me. I'm not taking on a driver there. This should just make its way up the slope, and I would imagine it's going to roll all the way back. Is VJK stuck up there? What a shot. Oh no, it's starting to edge back for him, but that's maybe the slight advantage with the pro clubs where his driver was there. My driver had been far too long. I would have been way over there with that bunkers in play. So just looking to flop this close. Walk away with birdie. Good execution. Should run out. Came up a little bit short there, you know. Didn't expect that to check up as quick as that. He moves to 12 under. I need to drop this to maintain a 2-shot lead. Going on to the 16th. Good solid putt. We do move to 14 under par. We've got a 2-shot lead with 3 holes to play. But anything could happen in these 3 holes. Hole number 16, short par 5, 520 yards. I've surely got an advantage here. Should comfortably be reaching this in 2. Second shot should be across the water. Good swing, good shot.
This one looks pretty safe.
there's the advantage. If the Master Clubs once again probably out driving our opponent by 15, 20 yards. 202 yards to the flag stick. Oh, it's a tricky pin. Just going to loft this 5-iron up a touch. I can't drop down any lower than that. I would imagine we're going to be long here, but it should give us a putt for eagle. Pulled it slightly left. This is going to go way past the pin. I think the two of us are going to end up in almost identical areas here. So the two of us have got putts for eagles. VGK slightly closer than me. 29 feet, down 1 foot. Good attempt from him, very good attempt. He's going to have a guaranteed birdie. Tell you what, should start to turn back a little bit. Oh, just not enough. And I'm going to be rewarded. A little tap-in birdie there. We do move to 15 under. VGK 13 under. 2 holes to play. You are seeing a masterclass of golf from both players. Hole number 17, par 3, playing 197 yards, stroke index 12. 21 feet downhill. Just going to deal off this 6-iron. Great approach shot. I think he's inches from the hole. Got to stick this close. Once again, pushing it right. I'm really not happy with how I've swung today. This should kick left. That's the only joy of that. Are we going to get close? I tell you what, this could work out really well. So 2 fantastic approach shots. Bit of fortune there for me because I did not play for that. I just can't believe how poor I'm swinging. But once again, I keep saying this, it's not about how straight you swing, guys. It's course management, how you read the course, how you read the greens. So, bearing a disaster here, guys. We've got a 2-shot lead on the 18th hole at TPC Summerlin against a very talented player, VGKcubs. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. There's a laser beam. There's not been enough of them today. That should leave me probably a 9-iron, maybe even a wedge into this 18th green. It's going to be the pitching wedge. 131 yards out. Up 5 feet. I think with a green firmness, we'll really de-loft this gap wedge. Try and use the contours of the green. Wind should take us slightly to the left as well. It's a laser beam. Like the way this is working out. This should be good. And that is a fantastic approach shot. Should set us up for another birdie. Little 3-footer. This would be 17 under. It is. VGKcubs shoots a fantastic 15 under. I really hope you guys enjoyed this subscriber challenge video. If you did, spam the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.